So I'm feeling a lot better today. I had a hell of a time. Past couple of days have been really brutal. All right, so I need to turn this thing around if it lets me. Oh yeah. What the heck's that all about? Well, just trying to set everything up, guys. So give me a break here. Okay. Now I got to get my Android over here set up. Maybe. On. Power down on me. I got to get the YouTube back up. All right, so. Okay. Now I need my YouTube. Give me a second. And I'm going to go warm up the clay. I got to get a ball of clay cleaned up. So I can talk to you guys. That's why I got this thing. Can you guys see that in frame? Yeah, you guys can't really see it in frame, can you? All right. Over here, I got my little screen, and it's refreshing. There we go. Focus is what I'm doing work-wise. So what I need to do is I gotta put this camera in a better position anyway, because you won't be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so I have to melt my clay, but I also want to go to me. See my like. Oh, there we go. Oh, the refresh rate is really weird. Just go away. What the hell? Oh my God. It's not where I want to be. Where did my face go? Close this. There we go. That's where I want to be. Now I can see the comments right here next to me while I'm working. I'm already shortening the chin here, so the chin isn't really elongated like it was. Can you guys hear me okay? Take off vision. Can you hear me? Give me a second. I'm going to warm up some clay. Anybody comes on and makes any comments, let them know that I'll be right back. About 30 seconds. I'm going to warm this up for about 30 seconds. But I've got a picture here that I'm going to show you of the actual screen accurate mask. This is Sean Clark and his mask. That's Sean Clark and his mask. And I'm using it for the lips, to get these lips deadly accurate. That's the whole point. Let me go warm this clay up real quick. The picture really gives me a lot of detail to the lips, which we didn't have before. Hang on. too soft, but that's okay. That's real soft. That's okay. That'll harden back up in a few minutes. But I want to get this in a better position, the camera, so you guys can see what I'm doing more. What's up, man? Let me move the camera in a better position so you guys can see the work that I'm doing easier. It's too much off of an angle. I need it over here. And I'll zoom in, make sure that I'm not blocking your view either. Come on, chair, get over there. Next thing I want to do is plug this phone in because this phone's it's dying. I may have to raise this up a little bit. No, I'm not going to go any higher. Just trying to get this light that face up a little bit better. I might have to bring this in closer. I have to bring the light in closer. Really? Oh my God, always something. I got so much shit in this room. There we go. A lot better. Now, you guys are on this floor. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get you off this thing so it doesn't wobble. It's still on there. Give me a second. It's just a pain in the ass. I got to get the studio cleaned up big time. All right, that's better. Now you're not shaking around every time I walk. I've got to put this stuff down on the floor. Okay. So now I can see. So Sean Clark. Okay, Mr. Joe Thorburn. That is the new name for Mr. JT. Joe Thorburn, slasher, in the house. Takeoff Vision is here. And I'm shortening the chin so you guys can get a better look. And then I'm going to show you this picture real quick at Sean Clark. Now this is a washed out picture a little bit because it's I printed on a laser printer, so it's not giving me perfect detail. But Sean Clark sent a picture. Now he never haired his mask yet or anything. I don't know when he plans on doing this. But Christopher Nelson made him this mask. And now I can get really fine details. I can actually see how those lips come in, where this peaks are on this little V shape. And I can see that this is a little bit more higher, the peaks over here. The lower part, I got perfect. I don't want to mess with that. The chin just needed to be shortened a little bit. That's it. But I think I've got this thing. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to really get this thing nailed. Now you guys can hear me okay, right? Because I don't have much of a voice. Now, I'm not going to be able to have this thing facing at you guys the whole time I'm working. So, oh man, look how soft I got this clay. It's a little too soft. It's melding in some spots. Okay, we don't want that. You gotta let that cool down. Can't work with that. But I already have my noodles made. My noodles, my little worms of clay, as you can see right here. Tons of worms of clay. I keep them on that plate down underneath of that. And I'm looking at the picture on the top here. Just trying to get everything just right. And I know I have to build these peaks up a little bit higher. Like it. Takeoff vision, it's getting there. It's really close. I gotta fix this eye cut right in here. It's a little too pointy right in here, but that's no big deal. What I'm trying to do here is make these peaks just a touch higher. Just a touch higher. These peaks here. A touch higher. And there has to be a little more definition. Yeah, I can even see right here in this picture. I can see how it's beveled right in this one little spot. It's so, oh man, this is gonna really be able. This picture is really giving me the lips perfect. I'll be able to do these lips really perfect. Guys, can you pipe master you, man? He's back. Asylum in the house. See, you guys are all back now. Don't mind my voice. I'm still getting over this cold really bad. It's bad. This cold sucks. You can hear that wind howling out there too. Now, you have to remember you're under bright light right now, so you're not seeing what I'm trying to get nailed here. There's a little bit of a curve. I like it because I have the camera. I can see your guys' comments right here, literally right next to me. So go ahead and shoot away. Silent Pipe, what's up? Take off vision. We are going to make these lips so perfect. With this picture, it really has taken. Pipe Master, I sent that picture to you, right? Joe Thornburg, he's now known as Mr. JT. You see Mr. JT? He's the one that sent me this picture. And this picture is going to, man, it's going to give me the perfect lips. It really is. Look at that picture. I can really nail these lips, and even that nose. Now the nose I have pretty close. It needs to be just a touch wider right in here, but not much. But I noticed that this peak goes out. It flares into the nostril a little bit. See up in here? It goes into that nostril, this little thing here, not up underneath into the, so that was one of the issues with this. So what I have to do is constantly work it. It's all about them pictures, man. The better you can get pictures, it's all about angles. A lot of people don't realize that when you're sculpting, I have to see a lot of angles. I can't just go off of a two-dimensional picture and really nail it to perfection. It's really difficult to try and do it the way you think. It's, you know, it's like Pipe Master. Man, I wish I could share that picture. I can't. No, I can't. Not right now because I'm using my phone for broadcast. I should have uploaded your shot. Well, Pipe Master just got a awesome mask. I can't wait to show that. when I'm done this stream, I'm gonna upload it. Yeah, what I'm doing here is so subtle. It's very, very subtle. Come on. Yeah, the next thing I have to do is yeah, they're a little messed up looking right now, but that'll be all right. It'll be fixed in a minute. And that comes right up underneath it there. That's in the right position there. I'm just noticing there's a little bulk. There's a little bulk right on these ends right here, right on the outside of this, on both sides. Now this peak is too high. I can see it already. Yeah, this is going to come together nicely. Now I want to look into here. Just cleaning up the crumbs of clay that I knock off. A little loop tool, that's what I'm after. Oh yeah. Okay, cool, Pipe Master. I thought I did. I thought I sent you that picture. That Mr. JT sent me that. Stands for Joe Thorburn. Joe Thorburn changed his name because nobody could pronounce his last name, including myself. So he just decided to change his name to Mr. JT. So that's a good thing. I like easy. Easy works for me. Still got to fix this corner of the eye cut right here. Still got to lower this. Well, I'm starting to shape the chin now because the chin's already been, I cut it back. Let me show you. I took some of that chin down already underneath of this. See it? But now it's too sharp, so now I have to round it out. But that's not now. Let's worry about the lips now. Let's get this lip thing done. Let's get the lips done. Yeah, the only thing I had to work on was this and that. I don't really have to do too much more to it. I have to bring this peak up just a little bit higher. Not much. It's about shaping it. And that looks a lot better. Now I gotta shape everything. Now I gotta get everything shaped. This is where you start carving stuff now. Smooth it out. Carve it out. Smooth it out. I notice I gotta throw a little more bulk in the center here. To get a better wedge look. Same on that side. Not much though. make this thing as close to the screen used mask as we can possibly make it. That's the problem with doing these things. You come across a new picture that reveals more. And there you go. There you go, back to the drawing board. But the nice thing is I have the base sculpt done the way I want it. I know I'm blocking your view as I'm doing this, but I don't know any other way to do it. All right. Where's my little loop? There it is. Smoothing part is where all the, where it really starts to come through. Starts to look right. And again, damn it. Took too much away from there. Yeah, they're going to be really, really on the money. I mean, this is from this picture here that I'm using. That's Christopher Nelson's mask that he used in the movie. That came from that mold. And we are really going to have this super, super accurate. Now that I have this picture, I can really see the lips. I can see the refinement. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get as close as I can possibly get it from this picture, and then I want to digitally look at the picture on, but I can't do that while I'm doing live, because then I can really see every little detail. This picture kind of washed out with the 3D, with the laser printer. Doesn't give you the details. So I have to work on that. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I just gotta. Oh yeah, man. We're getting there. See, that's about the right height almost, that peak right there. It's almost perfect. I'll bring it down just a little bit more. Some things you have to do with your hands to get it right. Okay, now I see a little problem right there, but not much of one. Sorry for the quietness, but one, I'm sick, so I don't like to talk too much because my throat is getting really it gets dry really quick. But this is still too sharp here. There we go. That's starting to look a little better. This area here can't be, when you raise the points on each side, the V shape becomes more narrow looking. It gets very narrow looking, and you don't want that. So you have to remember, you have to compensate with that every time. So you got to watch that you don't raise the points too high. Thank you, Joe, for getting this that picture to me, because this really has refined these lips to be more accurate, for sure. I need lighting too. Yeah, that looks good. I'm casting a shadow over this corner of this lip so I can see that the shape is right. I'm looking right up in here. That's where I'm looking, right in this area. That looks good. That looks good. This side looks a little weird. It's because there's too much light on the subject. You got to constantly move your lighting around to get the accuracy. But I can't really do that off cam. I can't do that while I'm on camera. I have to do that while I'm off camera to really get it right. Lips suck, man. They're not easy. I still feel like this peak is just a little too high. No, I know what it is. It's not wide enough over. shadows trying to come into play here. Those peaks only needed to be nudged up just a fraction. Very, very, very small amount. And I think I overdid it just a little bit, but that's okay. Always bring it back down. I can't make, I don't want to change those pitch angles and stuff either. Very easy to overdo it. You're talking about crumbs of clay here. You're not talking about like large portions of yeah, that looks a little better. But I gotta move my lighting around constantly to really get this right. I'm looking at the profile to make sure this profile doesn't get too messed up here. Well, see what this looks like with a little bit of smoothing. Let's check it out. Can't really tell until you really get the texture done. Yeah, see that? Smoothing it out really helps it. Really, you can see. DJ, what the hell did that say? I don't know what that was. Notification, sorry. Actually, I shouldn't rub that yet because I still got a lot of work to do on that yet. Wow. Yeah, I think those peaks are really coming in nicely now. Man, this cold was right straight from hell. Knocked me down for 3 days, man. It felt like I just couldn't, just didn't have any energy. I still recuperating. Still recuperating. Yeah, they're not quite right yet. They're not quite right yet. They look a little too narrow in this area. Bringing them peaks up definitely messed up my all right. I gotta let that harden. All right, so let's work on the eye cut a little bit. Just a touch. And what I'm doing is I'm just filling in this area here just a little bit, and I'm going to recarve and shape that corner. So it just looks a little more accurate. I'm just filling in the gap. And now no, it's not so sharp.
Danny,
You.
how you feeling, pal?
Oh, I'm better. I'm getting better now.
Yeah.
Finally.
Sound a lot better.
Yeah, I still feel like somebody's got a frog stuck in my throat, but I'm alive. Say hello to the world, Angelo.
Hey, everybody.
So yeah, we're just I haven't done this live in a long time, so I'm just trying to
Heck yeah. Do it.
keep people from getting disinterested. You know, it sucks between the holidays, getting sick, and oh my God, got nothing done. Yeah, it looks a lot better, guys. See, you can see it now. Very important to make sure that this peak is even with the other peaks. Same with the outside. I made the mistake one time where I had this side. I don't know which side was lower or higher, but I had the sides like the peak was way down here, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this? I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Here it was, the eye cuts right in here weren't even all the way across, and that goes with the centerpiece. That center is right there. Right here is where it comes in, and then you want to make sure it's dead even on the other side too. Where the peak is. Now, as far as the nostrils go, I've got them nailed. I'm not messing with them. I just got to work more on those lips, and I really don't want to mess with them lips while I got that stuff softened. This is where you start sneaking into your work. You know, because I have to soften it to see the detail a little bit better. And that's why I soften it, texture it, see how it looks, and if it's still not right, I'll work into it even more and keep working it until I get it perfect. Most of that's done off camera, but you know, I'm wetting this down. I'm constantly working with the texture. And then, you know, if it still doesn't look quite right, then I wait for it to harden back up and I start sculpting into it a little bit better. That's how you have to do it. And this peak still seems too high to me. And I think this over here is bothering me a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what it is that's bothering me. Let me look at this picture a little better. Let's see what it is. So, what I have to do here is there has to be a little bit of clay right there. I can hear that wind. I'm not trying to do too much here. I'm just trying to fix that little area where I was having trouble. Still want these peaks a little bit lower. Just a touch lower. I don't know, man. No, maybe not. No, they look right. Yep, they look right. They're the right height. Just need to be smoothed out, that's all. smoothed out and perfectly shaped. I decided not to widen that. I'm not widening that nose. Read your comments, guys. What's going on? Oops. 5 likes. How many people are on with me still? One watching. Anybody on? Two watching. So yeah, it's me and somebody else is watching. I'm watching myself, you know what I mean? I have to because I'm monitoring your guys' questions and that sort of thing. Yeah, so we're getting close. We're getting very, very close now. Now that I've done this twice, I definitely have to wait till tomorrow to go any further with this. All right. We're getting there. Getting very, very close. Actually, what I'll do is we'll get it right. We'll get it to 100%, that's for sure. I want it accurate. As accurate as I can possibly make it. I'm going to have to do this probably off camera to get more accuracy. Only because I need to change the lighting around and stuff to see where the shadows are. Oh yeah, that looks good there. Yeah, see if you can see that when I shadow that. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a progress, man. It's really a progress to get this really accurate. I think I see what the hell my problem is with this face. picking up underneath it. And the depth's right. What's up with that nose? It looks pretty close. Just needs to be a little bit less bumpy there. This area right in here, you have to lower it. You have to lower it more. I don't know, that's what the other one looks like too. This actually looks like that. This picture looks exactly like that. Yep. Don't overdo it. So, I got everything kind of softened up. I got the peaks a little higher. I got a better picture with Sean Clark and his mask that he got from Christopher Nelson. And we were trying to replicate these lips perfectly on this sculpture, and that's what I just did. And so far, we are close. So you can see with the shadowing. Well, let me cast a shadow so you can see that these two peaks here is what I'm trying to get accurate. And they're really accurate. Very accurate now. But anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm still underneath the weather a little bit, guys. Well, now there's 6 people on. What the heck? I just did the, you know what? I'll do that real quick. I don't need to do that with that yet. What do I do with that damn thing? Here it is. I rounded out that corner of the eye. It was too sharp. It was literally like a point. That's not the way it's supposed to be. But I fixed that. And I'm still going to be working on these lips a little bit more. I just want to get it perfect. I really want these things to look amazingly perfect to the actual screen used mask. That is the goal. That is the goal. We want the mask to look screen accurate. The other thing I got to do too, it got washed out a little bit. Put these lumps back in, these little bumps, because they got washed out from overwashing this over texturing, so to speak. Hear an alarm going off. Somebody's alarm's going off. Alright, so the rest is done with tools to really make that nice and refined there. Smooth it out this way. Now the rest gets done with naphtha. Very little bit of clay there, it's not very much. Now what you do, I'm going to do this now because I want to do the shit running all down inside the face, and I want to do that. You have to remember when you're doing these bumps and lumps, sometimes having it perfect is not the best way to do it, because our faces aren't perfect. Our lumps and bumps are very organic, and they're not uniform. Yeah, if you overdo it, sometimes you make it too smooth and it doesn't look natural. Anyway, yeah, I have to fix that more, so no biggie. Can't do it now, it's too soft. Just gotta keep working it, making the magic happen, man. Down to 3. And I've been on for an hour, and that's about as long as I want to keep these things going. I don't want to constantly make these 4-hour ventures on here. I'm going to end the stream right now, upload this video, and we're just showing you the progress of how we're going to make this thing perfect. the next step is I'm going to order some resin and make a resin hard master copy of this. Yes, sir. And we should have a really nice master copy. And then I make a latex. I do a latex mask in that, and then I foam fill that, and then I let that shrink up, and then I make the smaller mask. Because then I constantly make resin molds on top of that, the latex, to give me all three of the sizes. And once the resin molds are done, they're done forever. I don't have to make any more stone molds. Resin mold will hold its detail for the rest of my life, that's for sure. And that's why I want to switch to resin, because I really think that I don't have to go through the mold process anymore. I just have to make the one master mold and give me three sizes. It'll be this size, the big, not exactly this size. It'll be an inch smaller than this here in mask, but it'll give me a 26, a 25, and a 24 is what I'm aiming for. We need a 26 inch for a really large person, 25 inch for medium, and a 24 inch for the smallest version of this mask. So you guys are gonna love it, man, when it's done. This thing's gonna be really, really nice. I'm excited for this mask. Really excited for this mask. All right, peace, everybody. I'm not doing a lot of talking because I don't have much of a voice, so I'm sorry I didn't do a lot of talking. But you can see what I was working on. And we're getting there. We are really close. We're close to, I already did the silicone master from this. So I have a silicone master copy. And I tweaked it even more with the eye cuts, and the lips are now a little different. But that silicone master will give me a foundation to do whatever else I want to do. Even including the 2018. I'm going to do from that. I'll make the silicone master. I'm actually going to use this head right here. I'm going to use this head and then cut away the face. And I'm going to make the life cast. We're going to call it the LC78. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant this life cast mask, all right, onto one of these heads. I'm just going to cut it and mold it in there, and then we're going to have the life cast mask. That's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait to see that. This will be the LC78 when I'm done. This is clay right here. All right, and this is actually William Shatner's life cast. And we're going to make a mask. We're going to make a Michael Myers mask. And it's going to be extremely identical to the original 78 mask, because that's what they made it from, this life cast. And I heard stories that they altered that the life cast a little bit for the mask. My only thought is they maybe sized it different, but I don't think they changed the features on the head. They might have smoothed it out a little bit, but they didn't go crazy with changing it too much, because it was a Captain Kirk mask. All right, and they took it from the life cast mask. So they, this one here is more shaped. There's all kinds of divots and little dents in it and stuff like that. But the fine details, like even the lines are in here. I can see that. I can see the lines in the eye cut. Now there's a little divot in the nose that's not supposed to be there, but that was a bubble in the life cast plaster. So I'm going to smooth that out. But the nose is perfect. I mean, everything's right on the money with this. I can't wait to make this into a mask. This will be really cool. This will be the LC 78 from the life cast mask. Now I have to widen this head a little bit more. Face will stay the same. But I'll widen the head just a little bit more to fit this head. See, I'm just going to cut. You see how this is? Where the chin is, where the chin comes in. Now I'm going to cut this out from underneath of that. I'm going to use this part here. But I'm going to keep this, and I'm just going to cut right behind the ears, right here. I'm going to cut this away. Just use the back portion of the head, and then kind of plant this on here. And that'll be easy to do. Very simple to do. It's a hollow casting, so I'll heat it up, and I'll be able to stretch this out the way I want it. I won't lose the shape. It'll be awesome. Oh yeah, that's the plan with that. The LC78. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight, and I'll see you on the next stream. Got to drink my shake. Done deal. Oh yeah. Taking a look at the eye cut real good right now. Yeah, it looks good. That's where it's supposed to be. That's good. This mask is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Can't wait. That's going to be a good mask. All right, guys. I'm bouncing. Need my phone anyway. Gotta get my phone back. What do you want to do? Shake the whole damn thing down? Oh, man, just getting shocked. Getting shocked all over the place. All right, peace, everybody. See you on the next video. Bye.